out there that's 111 years old. I'm determined to find it in honor of Dr. Hare. She is buried here at Crown Hill. And she lived about a half mile from here and spent a lot of days with her dogs in these woods. And she left millions of dollars to this trust. And she graduated from Shortridge High School. She earned a bachelor's degree from DePaul. She taught biology for a couple of years at Shortridge. She earned a PhD from the University of Chicago in entomology, and her thesis was on termites. She later became one of the first early family physicians here in Indiana as a woman. You get the feel for what kind of a person she was, and she dedicated her life as a naturalist and a conservation by avocation. She loved nature in all forms, birds, mammals, and insects. And she was a lifelong member of the National Audubon Society, the National Wildlife Federation, the Nature Conservancy, and she made major contributions to all these organizations. She was a brilliant and complex person. I'm confident that she would have this megaphone and you would hear her loud and clear if she was able to speak today. And I'm honored to speak on her behalf and on behalf of the rest of the board. Exactly when did the environment become an enemy of the American people and our economy? We need advocacy more today than ever. Dr. Hare left a legacy that is intended to preserve ecologically significant undeveloped lands such as swamps, marshes, forests, wilderness tracts, and other natural areas, and maintaining this land for the purpose of preserving its natural state. Those are her exact words. All of us here today have a connection with Dr. Hare and her legacy by showing up every day and showing up here today to proclaim our advocacy. This is the battleground, as we heard earlier. We have to fight the fights locally where we have the most control to influence the outcomes. We need more and more people to heed the example of Dr. Hare and to work towards the preservation of urban ecology and important rural ecological tracts. Without urban ecology, how can we teach our kids how important it is to preserve the environment? We need these local examples. The combat against making the environment the enemy has to start with advocacy, education, and providing these local examples, including old-growth forests and the circle of life. Providing examples of the connections between humans and the environment to humans is key. Otherwise, we'll have a generation of urban dwellers that do not understand the environment and the impact on our quality of life and our existence. You are all here today to fight and demonstrate a commitment to do what is right, to do what is moral, and to fulfill our obligation, our duty, and our responsibility and our own legacy to fight the fight and not to give up on an ant, a deer, a bird, a squirrel, a turtle, 300 and 400-year-old trees, not to give up on the human race, not to give up on the other 395 species that live in that forest. I know that Dr. Hare is standing amongst us today, and her spirit is alive with all the force that she can muster being in the company of God. So I want to thank you for your efforts on behalf of the Trust and your continued support. Act often, act loudly. These battles will not be easily won, but the victory will be sweet and long-lasting. Thank you.